What's up, everybody? Here we are, man, for another live show. Talking Guitars and More, episode 13. We're a couple people shy today, and but that's okay. I guess something happened where they couldn't make it, so that's all right. But we still got enough in the house here. So let's go around the board real quick, man. Mr. Larry Riker, there he is. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
Good. Same here.
Thank you for being here, man.
My pleasure.
And my son's in the house. Nathan, there he is. What's up, man?
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing all right. Your volume's still coming out just the right side, so if you can adjust that when you get a minute so the left side can be a little bit more, that would be great, sir, if you can. Yeah, it's real heavy on the right side. That's okay. All right, man, we're here. It's another week has went by already, and I played some guitar just a little while ago before we went live. I was going through this other setup here, trying to make some adjustments myself and seeing how it would sound, and it's okay. It's all right, man. It's not the optimal setup I would want to use all the time, but when you have, like if I were to join somebody else's show or jam live on here with other people, I have to use this setup, or if not, it creates a bad echo when I use the other mixer because of Bluetooth. It's weird how that happens. So strange. We got the chat busting up already, man. We got Ryan from OU812 channel. What's up, Ryan? He says, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Brian?
All right, man. There he is. So we got Jimmy says, can you resend the link? Yeah, man, I'll resend it. I will send it again. Let's see, man. All right. What is going on, fellas? All right. We got Mr. Jim Guidry in the house. Jimbo, what's going on, man? How are you doing, man?
What's up, Jim?
Thank y'all for being here very much. Good deal, man. We'll just keep checking the chat as we go along. So I'm going to go to Larry first and present you, and I'm going to send Jimmy Biter the link again while you tell me how your week went and what's been going on with you, please.
Hey. Yeah. Not much. What was I doing? I was looking at that guitar fetish site.
Yeah.
Man, and I saw those what's his name? Brown Sound. What's his name?
Steve Brown Sound.
Yeah. They got SBS guitars on there with those pickups in them.
Yeah.
And you can get the high-end model that they sell for $359.
That's amazing.
But
that's amazing.
Yeah,
we need to pull that up in a little bit when you get a chance. I knew they sold guitars, but I didn't know. I haven't looked into them. Haven't looked into them at all.
They flat out say Floyd Rose on them, but the question is,
what quality level is it?
It doesn't really. It just says Floyd Rose. It doesn't say. But
right, it makes me wonder.
It can't be. It can't be high end at $359.
No, I wouldn't think so. But I don't know. It'd still be interesting to check it out.
Yeah,
but
we could do that.
Cool, man. Let's go to Nathan and see what's been happening with him, man. And how are you doing today, son? What's been going on in your world?
I'm doing awesome. Honestly, today was just spent catching up on some sleep. It's been kind of a crazy week at work, but
okay.
That's how life is.
It is, man. It is. I've been messing with a generator on the porch for 2 days, and I don't know. I'm about ready to throw it in the dump, and it's so aggravating. God Almighty, man. So anyway, but yeah. I didn't sleep that well last night either, but I bet you I will tonight. I'll make sure of that. So, so let's see. We got. Let's see. Who else is Bumbless in here? Hey, Bumbless, what's going on, man? I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Let's see. There he is, right there. He says, "Hello, all." Hey, Bumbless, what's up? I missed you, man. The chat was moving. I went right over you. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's see. SBS Steve Brown Sound. Yeah. Andrew Knox, what's up, brother?
Andrew.
I'm trying to get to everybody. I'm trying to multitask, and it is horrible. Oh, man. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure on the quality of that Floyd, but speaking of a Floyd, though, hey, Mark Tanner, how you doing, man? Thank you for being in here. Appreciate it, sir. I tell you what I did, man. Yesterday, I ordered my very first German 1984 Floyd, and yeah, man, I got it off. I was gonna get it off StewMac, but they wanted. Well, they didn't have the chrome in stock. They had the black. With the the brass fine tuners. I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool, man. I can do that. And so, but man, it was like $300 something for that thing. I said, nah, man, I'm not dropping $300 on that. And the chrome one was like a little bit cheaper. I think it's $269, but it was out of stock. So I went on eBay and I found a German Floyd. To 84, and it was the last one the seller had from whatever store it was, and it was I think it was $239. So yeah, man, I got that, and it'll be coming. So cool things coming up with that. I'm gonna put that on a Jackson I have. Nathan, remember we went to Guitar Center and I bought that plain Jackson, no paint job, that plain wood color. Yeah, I'm gonna be upgrading that. That's where that Floyd's gonna go. On that, so yeah, that's awesome. So I think Larry's got this pulled up now with the with the guitars there, my man. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, here they are. And then
wow, okay.
It's this. I mean, these ones here. The most affordables are like $200.
Now, is this when you sent me that message earlier today, man? Was that the first time you've checked out Guitar Fetish?
Nah, I've been in here before, but
okay.
They have other brands of guitars, I guess, on here too. But I know you got that Brown Sound pickup, and I liked it, so I wanted to come on here and check it out.
Yeah, I tried getting. It's not as hot as I thought. And I was going to get one anyway, and there's a lot of things on their site that's out of stock. I was disappointed. There was a neck on there I was wanting to get. They got good deals on the necks, the maple necks for Floyd Rose. They're out of stock. You know, I was like, dang, man, come on. They got some for a left-handed player, but unless you want an upside-down headstock, but I didn't want that, but. That don't look bad. I like that. Looks like a roasted neck on there.
Yeah, it's got a roasted neck, roasted flame maple, rounded edges. It says genuine Floyd Rose. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, man, that can go either way. But like you said, for the overall price, I don't think that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be a, $1. Let's see.
But
Ryan says he was literally looking at these last night. He said, I was literally looking at those right before you. Oh, you went live. Oh, I thought you said last night. Sorry. Wow. Okay.
Look at that. Dang.
There we go.
I mean,
yeah, that's what I thought. It's the Floyd Rose Special. That's. Yeah.
It could. Yeah, it probably, but it doesn't say that on. It doesn't say that on it.
If it is, I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be like,
I watched a video on it, and they got close up on it. It just says Floyd Rose.
Oh, so you don't see the word special on there?
It doesn't say special, but I don't know what it is. And they don't say it here.
Interesting. But I will say, man, look, I know they're the items I've gotten from there, I've not been disappointed, man. The pickups, the wiring harnesses, and stuff like that has been great. I mean, it's below the special, Ryan says. So it's the quality below the special. Oh, my God.
Oof.
I didn't know there was such a thing, man.
Well,
It can get worse. Oh my god.
is it, or is that if you get this one? Right. The cheaper model has, what does it say? Floyd Rose style.
Huh.
The other one says genuine Floyd Rose. But it's hard to believe at $359, right?
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, at a guitar of that price, you're gonna definitely have to upgrade to Floyd, at least.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
Good bass, maybe, if the neck feels good,
yeah.
Good starter for a project guitar. Throw a go-to on it.
Ryan says that's the unbranded Floyd. Okay, all right. Wow, I didn't know.
What does that mean?
It's just unbranded, I guess. It's just the cheaper models.
It's
That's
not
just how they are, I guess.
It says Floyd Rose on it though.
Yeah, but I've had some Floyds that said that, and man, they were horrible. They just said Floyd Rose, and it was. I do have a PRS SE model that I got off Reverb. It was really nice, and it just said Floyd Rose on the trim system, and man, that thing would not hold its tuning for nothing. So I took it off and chunked it and put a Godo on there, and it holds its tuning fine. Andrew says that's Amazon quality for that. The Floyds, man. Yeah, there you go.
That's all right.
Oh, okay. Ryan says the cheapest guitar they offer has the unbranded Floyd type.
Right.
Okay. Makes sense for $350, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure the pickups are decent if it has the SBS pickups or whatever.
It does. It's got the 14 and 14.2, 14.5K and
it's not
in
bad.
the bridge.
Not bad. The ones I've been trying to get from them is I did order one humbucker that was like the 14 whatever. And it's okay, but I like them a little hotter than that if I can.
I like the way that sounds.
I got I think one I got was 16K and the other one I got was like a 15, something like that. I was watching a channel the past couple of nights, and I've never come across this guy's channel, and he's going to like these almost like what do you call it, a guitar flea market or something. It's really like, Nathan, what we did going to the guitar shows.
Yeah, there's one in Asheville coming up.
Oh, is it?
Something like
Jimmy,
that.
can you put your email in the thing? Because I'm using the same thing I sent it last time. Check your spam folder too. Maybe it went to that.
I saw something about one coming up in Asheville.
Man, I don't guess they're coming to Spartanburg or Greenville.
That would be cool.
Oh, here we go. Now we got the order here. Thank you, Ryan. That's interesting. I didn't know that. And he says from cheap to good quality. I guess here you got the cheapo Floyd, and then you got the step above that's the Floyd Special, and then above that's the Floyd 1000, then the German Floyd. Okay, wow. There is a step below the Floyd Rose Special. Wow.
Well, what I heard about this one was it was compared to the one on Jackson's that says Floyd Rose by Jackson or something like that on it.
Mm-hmm.
They said this one is like of that quality.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I have a couple of mid-grade Jackson guitars, and they have that type of Floyd on them.
It's probably,
and they're okay. I mean, you can't get real radical with them, but I mean, if you set them up, they'll do okay. They'll do all right.
It's pretty decent for $350. What I mean,
There you go. The cheapo Floyd on the Jackson. Yeah, I noticed on a couple of mine. It was the. I could just feel it. I could just tell by the way when you work the trim, you can just tell that it's just not that great of quality. I mean, it goes okay. So,
yeah.
Louis, what's going on? He says, where does Floyd the Barber fit in as far as locking trim systems go? There you go, man. Floyd the Barber. What's up, Louis? How are you doing,
Floyd the
man?
Barber.
Yeah, man. That's cool, man. Thank you, Larry, for showing that, man. That's interesting. But yeah, I was watching that dude who's at a guitar flea market, and he was showing all kind of different things. And there's this one vendor there that he makes his own guitars and sells them. And he was showing the humbucker pickup in the. It was a telly that he made. It was nice, man. And that humbucker pickup was $23K. I was like, what? He winds his own pickups, I reckon. I was like, $23K. I said, you don't even need a overdrive pedal or nothing with that. Good Lord. Interesting. Very interesting. When is that? Y'all know when that guitar show is in Asheville? When is that supposed to be? Do y'all know?
Looks like one's coming to Spartanburg.
Oh, there is? Watch it be like on a Sunday or something.
Oh, it's in. Wait, that one says Asheville,
Yeah, the Asheville one's the one I saw.
March 9th and 10th.
Oh, wow. I'll be out of town. I'll be going to the casino on the 10th.
You gotta pay. You gotta pay to get in.
Yeah, I remember years ago you didn't have to do that. When Nathan and I would go, when he was a lot younger, we would go. You didn't have to pay to park or nothing. And then I think a little later you had to pay to get in. It was like I don't know, man, like $10 a person. It was then. I don't know. I have no idea about now. I have no idea. I haven't been to one of those, I guess, since Nathan and I went.
Me neither.
Years ago. Long time. My gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find one. What do you got, Nate? You got any new guitars, Nate?
No, I haven't got anything else since I got this Helix, man.
Gotcha.
The Helix, man. That's a nice piece of equipment, man. I was looking. I saw something online a couple of weeks ago about. I don't think it's your model, Nathan. I think it's the one before that. And they were, yeah, they were bringing back the prices when they were first released or something. And I don't know. I can't remember what the price was, but I looked yours up, and yours brand new was like $16.99, I think.
Yeah, that's high.
I was like, man.
Too
Louis
shiny.
says things are going great for him. Yeah, I saw this on Facebook. He says things are great. Joe just saw Journey and Toto the other night. Neil Sean and Steve Lukather were both flawless. Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
I bet that was a killer show, man.
I think they just came to Greenville, right?
I have no idea. I
thought it was on
Probably.
Valentine's Day, but I wasn't sure.
do not even know, man. I couldn't tell you. Hey, Miss Janice, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Appreciate it very much. I'm trying to see if Jimmy's going to be able to jump on. I've sent the link twice. Let me double check.
Yeah, mine was in my spam folder.
It was in your spam folder.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How does yours come, Larry? Is it coming just in your regular inbox or?
Yeah, it did. It was fine.
Okay. Okay. Let me look one more time here. So I go to Gmail, make sure. So I sent it twice, so let's see. Yeah, let's see what we got going on here. BIT. There it is. It's coming up right there.
What do we? We got Disturbed coming. Ugh.
Lame.
Tuesday night Disturbed.
Yeah, I don't understand. I've never cared for them at all.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks, man, she's on tour right now. Golly.
She's playing on the 21st.
Good Lord, I think she's like the same age as my mom. I think my mom's 79. I think Stevie Nicks she's got to be in her mid 70s. Ain't that about right? Let's see, man.
I really don't know.
Louis says, I went to the Nashville Guitar Show last year. Going to try and make it next month as well. Awesome, man. I love going to those things, but you see so many cool things there, but it to me it's torture because you go and I ain't got no money. You know, you go there and you're like, well, I like that, I like that, I like that. And it's all cash, man. There ain't no financing or nothing going on. It's cash money.
We got ZZ Top and Skinner coming in March.
I saw that.
ZZ Top and who? Who is that now?
And Leonard Skinner
Oh, that's a pair. That's
with Blackstone Cherry. This is the indoor arena. I don't know what's. You still got the Peace Center and the outdoor place that could have more stuff, but
Yeah, I know Bonamassa is supposed to be coming to the Peace Center.
yeah,
oh wow.
yeah. So I don't know. Some stuff rolls through.
I'm going to a show in May in Spartanburg.
In Spartanburg, where you going?
Auditorium. Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium. There's a place in there called The Hall. And Steel Panther will be there.
Oh wow,
Steel
pretty cool.
Panther.
This will be my 4th Steel Panther show.
Oh, huh. That's cool, man. And when is that again?
May the 11th.
Oh, May.
Yes, it'll be a lot.
How's the how big is that place?
Oh, I'm assuming it can't be that big. It's standing room only.
Gotcha.
Probably 1,500, 2,000 if I had to guess.
Okay. I'm just not I'm not familiar with Spartanburg.
Kyle Timms says, "What's up, Joe? What do y'all think about the EVH Frankie from 2020? Is it worth the money?" From 2020. You talking about the authentic one when they made just so many? No, that was further back, wasn't it? Or do you mean just the regular production models that they have out now, Mr. Timms? Wait for him to respond.
Yeah. What was that Charvel you had, Nate? Go ahead, Joe. I was gonna say, what was that Charvel you had before?
This one?
Yeah.
That's just the blue one.
Oh, the chlorine burst, yeah.
Yeah, the
Got
one
it.
I'm always playing.
Gotcha.
The ones from Mexico, so the ones that are like $2,000, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I think, I don't know personally, it's probably going to piss some people off. Personally, I think it's overpriced.
I just can't see myself spending $2,000 on a guitar.
I mean, I've come close to doing that.
Me too.
You know, but it was for the Silver Surfer, and those came out. You know, that's the 20th anniversary edition, and it was close to $2,000. But
I did 1,800 for that SRV model, but I really wanted that guitar.
yeah, well, I can understand that too. But I don't know what it is about the.
I mean, I wouldn't, because I hate guitar. I hate the guitars that have like one humbucker and like one single or two singles or whatever. I don't like those. I like the double humbuckers myself.
Yeah, I love double humbuckers too. Yeah, those are my favorite. But
I use my neck pickup way too much.
yeah. Let's see. Mark Tanner says, my son has the Telly version of that Charvel, the same blue color. He says.
Oh yeah, they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal machines, man.
The Telly version? I haven't seen the Telly version of a Charvel of that.
It looks exactly the same way, but it's just a Telly.
And it's a Charvel. Wow, that's interesting. I need to check that out.
It same headstock and everything.
Really?
Yep.
That's went completely over my radar. Man, I had no idea that even existed. Wow. Y'all have to pardon my ignorance because I don't get to look at a lot of stuff, man. I'm always looking out a windshield going down the road on the interstate with in that rig. So there's a lot of stuff I'm clueless on. Yeah, Mr. Timms, I think that the Frankie, I think it looks cool, and I know a lot of people jumped all over it when it come out, but I think it's a little. So just, of course, it's going to go up since Eddie's passed.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got the EVH stripe right there, hanging on the wall. Can't see it because stuff's blocking the view. But when I bought that years ago, it was $1,000. I think now those same guitars now, I think they go for like $1,400 now.
Yep.
Something like that. So it's crazy.
Here we go.
Man. Oh, you got it. All right, here we go. Let's bring this to the screen.
That's what we're looking for.
The Charvel Telly, and it's blue, like I guess a chlorine burst or something.
Probably looking for like the San Dimas.
So okay, San Dimas.
A Telly version.
There's a white.
A white Telly version. Let me see that one, if you don't mind.
It's a artist series.
Wow, look at that. Man, I've not seen that. Wow.
Yeah, that's got like the traditional Telly headstock on it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
The ones I saw still had the regular Strat headstock, which I thought was kind of weird.
It's
like
different, isn't it?
I like the binding.
Yeah, I like that. How much is that one? I'm just curious. What does that go for?
$6.99.
$6.99.
That ain't bad.
No.
Not bad.
Man, they bury the Tellys, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Like
Or
the
they
Warren DeMartini one. It's just got the one pickup though.
Oh, this.
Yeah, it looks cool, but it just has the one pickup.
Oh, I got a friend. My friend Ron Pepper just got that guitar. He just bought that, I don't know, a couple of months ago. He just got that. He sent me a picture
I'm
of
sure
it.
it sounds like a beast.
I'm sure it does. Yeah. Those things are high too, man.
Oh yeah.
I can't find it in that blue.
Yeah, you might have to just Google it or something just to get an image of it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
It's all good. There's Mr. Biter. He made it. All right.
All right.
What's up, man?
What's up? That was painful. Didn't realize my computer decided that it was like, yeah, we're updating right now, so F off.
I got you got some echo on your United cancel the echo cancellation or something on your settings, please. On the StreamYard.
It is not checked.
Might want to can't check that.
Is that better?
Check. Yep, it's gone. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, let's see. We're talking about, we had a couple of questions, Jimmy, about the Frankie guitar that came out in 2020, the Made in Mexico model. Let me go back. Kyle Timms asked, what did we think? He says, what do y'all think about the EVH Frankie from 2020? Is it worth the money? I haven't played one. Mr. Timms, I really didn't answer your question. I apologize. Is it worth the money? I haven't played one. I haven't held one. My answer was I thought it was too high of a price, but that's just me. But
how much are they? Oh, 2,000.
Yeah, I think they're about $2,000 now.
Made in Mexico,
or they always were. I guess I haven't really kept up with it. What do you think, Jimmy? What's your thoughts?
I can't really give any kind of opinion on that because those kind of guitars aren't in my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Do they even have the striped ones anymore?
Yeah, they still sell the EVH, just the regular stripe series. Yeah, they still sell them.
No, I was talking about the Frankenstein ones. That's what he pulled up, and it's just got the plain red, plain white, and the plain black.
Yeah. That's all that came
that's
up.
on Sweetwater there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all that came up?
Yep.
Oh, wow. Maybe they're out. Let's see.
Let's just do EVH solid body guitars and see what we get.
There it is.
Okay. Now, what is it? I can't read it. Was it $2,000 or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it hasn't really changed. It's been $2,000 the whole time for what I remember.
I'm surprised that costs more than a Wolfgang special.
Yeah. I mean, I think really you're just getting it for the.
It's a aesthetic. You're paying for the aesthetic.
What's that, Nathan? What'd you say, son?
I said you're just getting it for the memorabilia at that point.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. Yeah. Mr. Timms makes another comment here in the chat. Let's see. He says, for the price, the green HSH Charvel has my interest. Can't make up my mind. So many decisions. LOL, laugh out loud. I agree. The Frankie EVH seems overpriced. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. I just think it's a little high. It's like, man, come on, man.
You're not going to make a wrong decision by purchasing a Charvel by any means.
Yeah, Charvel is amazing guitars. Paulie, what's up, man? He says, Joe, I saw your message. Wrong one. I'm looking at the wrong. Hey, Paulie, no problem, man. He goes, for $2,000, I'd rather build my own. Paulie says.
It's definitely funner.
There you go. Thank God for a mute button. I would have blew everybody's ears off. I had to sneeze. Whew. All right, let's see. Mark Tanner. How are you, my friend? He says, could be the purple on that page. Oh, that purple. I love that purple with the gold hardware. It's beautiful. I think it's, what is it? Isn't it like close to $2,000 or something? I could be wrong. I haven't priced these things in quite some time.
Which one? Did I pass it?
Maybe. There it is right there, ain't it? The purple Wolfgang special.
Right at 1,200.
Yeah.
Is it 12?
That's what it looks like. 1169.
It's a demo. That one's a demo.
That's okay. It'll work. Scratch and dent specials don't bother me none.
Look at that one. Little bit of furniture polish, it'll be fixed.
That's what my satchel was. It was a
one
demo model.
Got one of those sitting right here.
Look at that. God, dang.
Except I took a master class on how to take a $500 guitar and turn it into an over $1,000 guitar.
Oh, wow. Man, I'm trying to see how I take this off. How do I take this off the screen? I hope I'm not.
Well, I can get out of it.
Okay, I don't want to accidentally boot you out. There we go. Thank you. Let's see what Mr. Biter has here. Let me go there so I can solo him and see what he's got there. All righty, man. Ooh,
nice.
That's nice.
Let me shut my sex lights off. So this is a Zeracote.
Look at that.
And so I basically stripped it down to the body.
That looks good, man.
So look how dark this neck is.
Oh, is that the one you were telling me about last time that you couldn't see the inlays because it was
you can barely see the inlays on them.
Now, is that the one you got from Stratosphere?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It was definitely a boo-boo on somebody's part, but
Yeah, but still.
tried putting it together, and I mean, it's a nice neck. Great neck. It's just really dark.
That's
but
okay.
It matches the guitar almost perfectly.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
So it's the only thing left of the original guitar, of course, is the body, and everything else replaced. You got Seymour Duncan's custom and a full shred in the neck, coil splits, kill switch up here, move the selector down there, go to 1996.
That's the only thing I wish they would. I wish they would do that with all of them, like what you did. I'd put the selector down there, not up top. That gets on my nerves, man.
Gets on everybody's nerves.
Yeah. That's beautiful, man. They have a Wolfgang special that's that same, that I've seen is that same color. It's very close to that. I was like, man, I thought it was sharp. I thought it looked good. Yeah. Very nice, man. That's awesome. I didn't know if you saw this, Jimmy. Probably not. Let me solo myself real quick. When we talked the other night, was talking about Jimmy and I like to talk about Ibanez guitars a lot on the phone. But look at here, Jimmy. I pulled that one out. Look at there.
Oh yeah, there you go, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
I was playing that earlier. I said I haven't played this guitar, and it's been in the case for I don't know, man, months and months. And it's still in tune. I didn't have to.
Right on.
I have to do nothing. Now, of course, it changed when I started to play it. Stretching. But when I first did that first chord, it still in tune. I was like, wow, I love that guitar. All right, what else we got here? Let's see what you got, man. Ooh,
well, this one. So this is my Wolfgang special that I did the route job on to
the
full floating.
Yeah, that's nice.
No.
Wow. There you go.
Oh, you can hear the spring. They don't have a piece of foam under them yet.
That's all right. I didn't know that's what would stop that, putting foam underneath it. I didn't know that.
Yep. Yeah, okay. I just take I just cut little strips of foam from, like, when I get Seymour Duncan pickups. Foam.
Yeah, just
get that. Cut this thin little pieces, and then I just take a screwdriver and stuff them right into the inside the spring
cavity there. Oh, okay.
And
how about that?
But this one.
Oh, you actually put it in the spring.
Yep, I put it inside. I just stuff it inside the spring, and it keeps it from ringing.
I did not know that. Wow.
I replaced the Floyd with a Godo.
Yeah. Okay.
As well. I don't care. Just Floyd. If it says Floyd Rose on it, I'm just whatever. It's going in the pile.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and Jimmy, I don't know if you were still in the chat, but I ordered a German 84 Floyd last night. So it should be here sometime next week. It's already shipped.
Have the brass fine tuners on it?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Right on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to put it on a Jackson. I'm going to upgrade in the next week or whatever. That's where it's going to go. Cool. There.
So the one that I have on my 84, the black and red bullseye one.
Yes, sir.
So I can't get the action down low enough unless I just completely bottom out the bridge, but then you can't use if you try to push the bar down, because the bottom part of the plate will just dig right into the body, and so I want to take it apart and just violate the damn thing with a router. But I think for the time being, until I get to that point, is I'm just going to take another one of my Godos for the time being. And if you look at the bottom plate, the front of the bottom plate on the Godo the bottom is relieved.
Oh, okay.
So that if it goes all the way down, if you have to put it all the way down, you can still push the bar down, because it's been relieved on there.
I see what you're saying.
Because that it floats on a radius when you push it down. Right. So the curve, so it won't dig into the body. And it's like, well, how come Floyd's not doing that? It seems like something you'd want to do on a deck on a guitar with a deck.
That's a great
point. Like I said, the guitar, it's nice parts. It's just horrible execution of assembly.
Okay.
So that
Nice.
thing's it's going to get the gym treatment.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. There is pardon me. There's a new music store that's right down from Guitar Center in Greenville, and Larry brought this to my attention one day last week, I think, and I think it's called the Lonely Hound. Is that correct, Larry? I think that's what we looked at.
Yeah.
What we talked about, and it's like 1.8 miles from Guitar Center. And I told Larry, I said, we've got to go there and do a video. I got to see what this place looks like, and I'm just curious, how are they going to hold up against Guitar Center, just being that close to them in proximity? I was like, man, I wonder what that, But yeah, we're going to meet up there and do a video, and then we'll leave there, and if we have time, we'll leave there and go to Guitar Center as well and see what's going on there. I haven't been to that Guitar Center in a long time, so curious what it looks like in there. Take a visit and see what their stock looks like. And
It's worth a shot.
I only go there once a year.
I know. I go maybe three times a year, maybe. I don't know. I can count on one hand. But yeah, I know.
Well,
Every time I go there, it's all new people. I was like, man, good
Hopefully they
Lord.
got a decent used section. Quite frankly, when I go into music or guitar store, because I care less about the new stuff, I'm going right for the used section.
Yeah, that's funny you say that. I like to look at the used stuff too over there, and for the most part, the last time I was there was they had just junk, but they had this one LTD that was really nice that I remember. That's when I met Larry there, and I was like, man, this thing it was great, but man, the strings, I'm not making this up. The strings were literally rusted, and I was like,
Shocker.
I was like, oh, gross, man. And I was like an idiot. I was trying to play it, and it was, of course, it was all out of tune. And I was like, they're not going to put strings on this thing. They're trying to sell it. They're not going to, come on, man, put some strings on here and make it more. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on down there. But
You mean
There
to
you-
tell me you had a problem with something at Guitar Center?
yeah,
That's unheard of.
that is unheard of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, their used stuff there is in better shape than the new stuff.
Sad.
Yeah.
I find, like the new stuff's a little higher in
Right.
that store. It's a little
Yeah.
higher up. It's all
Yeah,
hung
I
up.
see
But it's a
that.
little higher. It's not as accessible.
Right.
But
Yeah. I'll be glad when we can go so we can
No.
get a good look at that stuff and see what we're dealing with that
But the
new
new-
store down the street.
the new place looks in the pictures anyway. They got like nice couches and carpeting in there and actual room to sit down and play something. Where at Guitar Center, you can't
It's
sit and play.
cramped. It's cramped.
You sit down to play something, you block the whole aisle.
Yeah.
Then they put those freaking booths in for guitar lessons. Like, doesn't 90% of people use YouTube now anyway?
Yeah.
I guess so, man.
Yeah, like our Guitar Center is so small, they shouldn't even have like the lessons thing.
Seriously.
I don't ever see nobody coming out of those
Me
little
neither.
lesson booths. I don't never see nobody coming out of there.
Nah,
Oh man.
I saw
Mr.
a
Biter
trans
has
in a
another-
pink Nirvana shirt one time.
Well,
And Pink Mr. Biter has another axe here.
well,
Let's
since,
see.
since you said LTD,
Oh, here we go.
here's another abomination that I've built. So this is a LTD, GLSDT.
Nice, man.
So,
Look at that.
and Ibanez.
Oh, yeah, I remember the story with this. Yeah.
So the Ibanez neck fit. I didn't have to do anything. It fit the pocket perfectly. Scale length
Oh.
is okay.
Oh.
I only had to drill, since it's got the skewed plate
Uh-huh.
on it, is all the holes for the neck matched up. I just had to drill one,
Oh.
and it
Okay.
went right in.
Okay.
Nice tight fit on the pocket.
Is this the one where you're having the trouble with the locking nut? We're trying to.
Nope.
No,
This
that's
is
not the one.
this is a different one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but I figured tiger stripes and shark teeth, perfect
That's
combination.
awesome.
These
wild
Ibanez necks from like 88 to 92 are
Yeah.
some of the best necks that Ibanez ever did.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, the action is just, it's stupid low. I can't believe the thing.
Isn't
It's
that
like, it's almost too low. I'm going to have to
Wow.
raise it.
I actually had a guitar that was too low. I never thought I'd hear myself say that. With an action that was too low, I was like, "Damn, this is too low."
Yeah,
man.
I mean, you can't. You almost have to be able to, like, get your finger when you're doing a bend. You have to be able to, like, almost get your finger under the string.
Right, that's right.
And if you can't, then it's like, then it's like slipping.
Yeah,
Slip
it
under your
is.
finger.
It sure is. You're not kidding, man. That's exactly right. Oh my gosh.
That thing's pretty cool.
I just can't help myself. I gotta mess with everything.
No, dude. No, please. No, please do. Yeah.
So, but you wanna
Kevin
see-
Landorf, what's up, man? He says, "Hey, Joe, watching on YouTube. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. I very much appreciate it." Mark Tanner says that guitar reminds him of Steel Panther. Yeah. Well, Nathan's got that model. There he is. Watch this.
This guitar reminds me of
There you go.
There it is. Let me solo him real quick. There it is. Now, Nathan, did you say a minute ago that was a scratch and dent special?
Yeah.
Hell, I wouldn't care. Damn, look at
Yeah,
that.
you're
I've
gonna
played that-
crack
I've
and
played
dent it
that
anyway.
guitar.
So
I've played that guitar, and there ain't. You can't even tell that's anything going on. I mean, it's no scratch. I didn't see anything wrong with it. And it plays just like and feels just like my EVH Stripe series. Feels just like that. And I was like, wow, same neck, everything, but it plays great.
I like the green.
I love
Yeah.
the green.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
It's a good green.
Hey, Johnny, what's going on, man? How are you
Johnny.
doing, sir? Hope you're doing good, man. Mark Tanner says Satchel. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, he's an incredible guitar player, man.
Amazing.
that
I love
dude's-
to watch his guitar solo spots on YouTube where he gets up there and does that kick drum while he's playing stuff. And I was like, golly, man, dang. He's awesome. Let's see what Mr. Biter has now. He's got another one, I think, ready to showcase here. Let's see. What do we got?
This is the one we talked about on your last phone call.
Oh, okay.
So this is a
Look at that.
another PV HP special.
Yeah.
No,
Look at that. Oh, God. Man. Beautiful top, man.
not an overly bird's-eyed neck, but like I said, the one thing with PV that I found is they didn't seem to be very consistent with
Okay.
stuff, because I've got a load of PVs, and it seems like neck profiles would constantly change, or either nobody really gave a crap. I've had several HP special go through my hands, and when I got this one, I grabbed it and I was like, okay,
Oh,
the
wow.
neck is like super. It's thick. It's probably 2 millimeters thicker at the nut than the ones that I'm used to,
Okay.
which is evident by here, because usually here it'll come down to a point and then the neck and then it thins out
Right.
here at the nut, and so I've got about 2 millimeters above the back of this where the headstock meets the neck.
Oh,
And
okay.
not a bad thing. It's just I wasn't expecting a thicker neck. I was expecting the neck I was used to seeing, kind
Used
of
to
more
say, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
more kind of like a Wolfgang profile on there. But like I said, we were talking about, Joe, this neck, it's got to get a fret level on it, because it fell over and
Oh, yeah, that's the one you just got.
damaged a couple
Okay.
of the frets, put dings in them where the strings hit, and
Oh, man.
that, and in the same spot for some reason it's fretting out when I give it my preferred setup, and it's like, well,
right.
okay, well, we're gonna have to
Man.
do that. So I ordered 2 more necks from Stratosphere.
Oh, okay.
I got
we're
a-
talking.
I got a Wolfgang special neck with the ebony fingerboard, and
Oh.
then another Wolfgang standard neck,
Okay.
and then
So that's going to have a new neck on it pretty soon.
so we're gonna. So
Gonna
it's
try
just
it
gonna
out
depend
anyway.
on which one's gonna play and sound better
There you go.
on there, and then this neck. I mean, I'll do the work on it and get everything right again, and I could
get
probably sell the neck for
update on it.
probably $450.
There you go. Johnny
So that-
says I played many of those at NAMM, and they were all different.
So that's a PV body.
Yep.
Looks nice. Looks like a PRS or PRS body.
Yeah, it's
The top.
very nice. I think that was a recent acquisition.
Yep.
Mr. Bobby
Yeah,
was
I've
telling
only
me
had
that.
that one for a week and a half now.
Yeah, that was an interesting. How you were telling me what came from that. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Well, I ended up getting a deal on the guitar because there were some
Yeah.
things weren't
Yeah.
closed or put in the pictures, and like two of the fifth and sixth string fine tuners were seized up from rust.
Oh my
And
gosh.
guys like, yeah, it plays great. And then I messaged him, I
Plays
was like,
great.
how does it play great when you can't even tune it?
That is so shame on that person letting a guitar set that long have rust on the tuning pad. Come on, man. What in the world? I don't know how that would happen. But I don't know.
I got a deal on it. It was less than $1,000, and I mean, go look at some prices, and they're kind of up in the sub 2,000
Okay.
range.
Well, this is interesting. This is a fact I didn't know. Y'all might know, but I didn't know. Mr. Kyle Timms comments. He says after Eddie Van Halen left PV, they changed the Wolfgang to the HP.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the HP, and then they started making the HP2, basically a Wolfgang.
Okay. And if anybody's wondering about the HP, I would say that's Hartley Peavy. I would say the man that owns the company. Is he? I'm not trying to be funny. Is he still living?
Yep.
Okay. All right. For some reason, I thought
He's probably had his brain replaced with circuit boards by now.
Wow.
You
What
hold
else
the
you got,
Firebird
son?
there, Larry? Or
Larry's showing something. Oh, hang on. Let me
got there?
showcase Larry here. Go ahead, Mr. Larry. What you got?
We got spalted maple top, and this is a DBZ diamond.
Oh, right
Nice,
on.
man.
So now you can get these today, but the DBZ is no longer on it.
Oh,
He's,
really?
Yeah, he's not with the company anymore. It's just diamond guitars now.
Oh, okay.
It's got Duncans. I don't remember which ones they are. Two different ones.
Okay.
It's very light. You would think it's got some weight to it, but it don't.
It looks like it would. Okay.
Yeah, it's super light.
And where? You told me once, but where did you get that at again?
I got this with Sweetwater.
Oh, Sweetwater. Okay.
I've had it for a while now.
Yeah, I know you've had it for
Is that?
some time.
I think those pickups. It's probably a JB and a
That's what I was
and
thinking.
a jazz neck.
Ryan wants to know: is that an ebony board, Larry?
I don't know. I don't think so. Get some light on here. Nah,
No. Okay.
it's rosewood. They might be now. I don't really know.
Oh,
It's Korean made.
okay.
Nothing wrong with the Korean guitar.
Nah, they come out of that factory over there that everybody likes.
World.
Yeah, the serial number starts with a W.
Yeah, that'd be World.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It feels. I don't know. This doesn't feel solid to me. In the hardware, I can't put my put my finger on it. It's fine, but this doesn't feel quality to me.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
The bridge and the tuners.
Right.
Are those the tuners have the little round tops on the keys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good indication of if it's because that's basically a Korean tuning key.
Oh, okay.
That's the shape you use, and labeled Grover.
I can't read it. There's writing on there, but I cannot see it anymore. Let me see. I was trying to
kind of hit and miss. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're complete crap.
Yeah, they say Grover.
Yeah.
They're not horrible, but they just feel. It doesn't feel quality. That's
Right. Yeah, when you turn them, that's why I always check. Move it back and forth, see how much lash is in between the gears there, and if there's too much, it's like, yep, trash can.
There's really none. Actually, that's pretty good.
Oh,
That they don't wiggle around, but I don't use it that much either. So
oh, okay.
Cool looking guitar.
it definitely looks great. That's why I got it.
Yeah, yeah, man. Mr. Timms, we'll get to your question in just a second. I'm going to present Nathan. He's got a guitar he wants to show. So let's see what you got, son. Oh, is that the? Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
SRV time, folks.
right on.
There he goes.
Beautiful.
We got to start playing that more and get all that finish worn off the top bout.
I get the finish one off. Yeah. That's nice, man. Nathan, how long have you had that now? Over a year, right?
Longer than that, I believe.
2? Yeah, look at the number on the map.
The model was a 2017 model, so somewhere around then.
Oh, wow. You've had it longer than I thought. Okay. Well, that's awesome.
You could give him an extra $4,000 and no relic it for you.
He'll relic it. All right. Mr. Timms has a question here. He says, is the HeadRush Prime or Core a major upgrade from the HeadRush MX5, Joe? Any differences in sound? Mr. Timms, I don't know about the others. All I can talk about is the HeadRush Prime. I don't even know what the others sound like, to be honest with you. For me, the HeadRush Prime is amazing. It was I was using the Zoom G1X4 before this, so they're the smaller little Zoom units, which are great. Nathan has one too, and I have a couple of those Zoom units. They're great, but yeah, for me, the HeadRush Prime was a major upgrade. But there's a couple more things in the equation besides that. When I'm trying to get a good sound while recording, your DAW and your I use a couple of plugins like a Eventide harmonizer that R2 R3 Locking Nut taught me, showed me how to use those and insert them into the DAW, so it kind of enhances the overall audio. But as far as the unit itself, I think it's fantastic. And I think it's great. I mean, you think about getting one, Mr. Timms? That'd be cool. What I like about it, for me, it's different for everybody. The HeadRush Prime, you can get on what they call the HeadRush Cloud and download rigs, as they call it. You can download, of course they can't put the person's actual name on it because of copyright issues, but they put like part of the song, like like some Van Halen stuff or something. They'll put something on there. Some people just put Van Halen anyway, but I figured they would. I don't know. I got a few of those downloaded and I thought they were great. And you can tweak your own stuff just like anything else. But yeah, I love it. I mean, it's to me, I was really shocked, and I got to give a shout out to Ron Pepper. He was the one that introduced me to the HeadRush Prime. A buddy of mine I went to school with many years ago.
I never even heard of the HeadRush until you got one.
Yeah, I didn't. I had heard of it, but I wasn't familiar with it. I wasn't. I didn't. I was just. I said, man, that's an awful big unit. I was like, is that a Helix? I didn't know.
That's what she said.
Oh man, I'm late. Here we go. But yeah, man. But it was it's. I thought it was great upgrade for me personally. I love it. I mean, golly, man. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Mr. Tim says, yeah, using it without a PC is a major perk. Wi-Fi and all built in is pretty cool. Yeah, the Wi-Fi is built in. Yeah, and the reason they have that, you can connect to the cloud via, hooking up to your Wi-Fi at home. You can get on there, and after you get logged in and you learn how to do all that, which is not hard, you can access the HeadRush cloud and download some patches. And if you don't like them, you can always delete them and start over. Done that plenty. And I got a couple of that I'd used for a while, man. And then I got a tone about a week or so ago, and I kind of started tweaking things. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Don't turn no more knobs. That sounds great. So I saved it. So it's my main tone right now. And I titled it Goldilocks, which is, it's not spot on. Well, if anybody's not familiar with that, it's a song by King's X, Goldilocks. And it's not really the clean part of that song. It's really to me, it sounds more like the distorted part of that song when the guitar kicks in. It's close. It's not spot on, but I was like, that kind of sounds like the Goldilocks tone, Ty Tabor. So that's what I titled it. So, and see, I can take that I tweaked and made. I can throw it up on the cloud for other people to get if they want it. I just ain't done it yet. I need to, so other people can, if they want it, they can have it. So I think that's the amazing part of the HeadRush Prime. You'd be surprised at all the things you can get from there. But you have to go through them, man, and be careful, because some people just throw up crap up there, man. They get a tone up and they're like, "Oh, this is amazing," and I'm not being rude, but it's like, "Oh man, that's horrible." It's like they don't know what EQ is, So we all learn, man.
Is that how do you spell EQ? GAIN.
Yeah. Oh god. DOD?
Yeah. Yeah, you want the supra metal pedal.
That's DOD.
Oh my god. Remember those
I
pedals,
can't harp on too much about DOD because other than gain pedals, like
I had
they're
my
horrible.
share of,
But
I had my,
EQ and the stereo chorus and stereo flanger.
oh yeah,
DOD was my first
I
delay
got one sitting
pedal.
right here.
there it is.
There's a Bifet preamp. This is a great pedal. I mean, if you
There
want
it
to
is.
piss off a sound guy, here's the pedal to do that with.
Well,
That's like 25 dB of boost. It's like, oh, can't hear my stuff? Now you can.
now he's deaf. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm running two FX40B DOD equalizers on my pedal board. Because I'm running stereo out from
Yeah.
my Synergy
Yeah.
Syn 2,
Yeah.
and so I've got an EQ in the loop for both channels
Mm-hmm.
going out, and it'll just kind of adjust each channel just slightly different, and then
Yeah.
in the stereo
Kinda
chorus
Throw it
pedal.
off a little. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
But great pedals are nice and quiet,
Yeah.
and they were there was I think it was up to the point where Josh Scott JHS did a one of his shows on DOD pedals, and then all of a sudden, of course, the price just goes shooting up to the buying DOD pedals for 30-40 bucks a pop, and now like the like this one, this is a great chorus pedal.
Oh, Nathan, is that what you had?
No, I had it was like purple. It was a delay pedal.
Oh, delay. I gave you that one, didn't I? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Old
This
school
thing
chorus.
sounds incredible.
Yeah, there's some of those old DOD pedals that do still sound great. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man.
But now, like this pedal, yeah, it's well north of $100 now.
What was it back in its prime? About 70.
Yeah. On there, I think I got this one for 25 bucks.
Good Lord. Do y'all remember the Dan Electro pedals?
Yep.
Remember those? I got a few of the, what they call it, the pastrami overdrive.
Yeah,
I got a few of those.
Named. What do I have? The
I thought it was pretty
French
cool.
Toast overdrive.
Yeah.
Octave
milkshake.
overdrive.
Yeah.
That's actually a good sounding pedal.
Yeah, there's some of them that still sound. I saw one on I saw on Reverb somebody was selling there it is. Look at
Yep.
this.
There you
EQ,
go, buddy.
There you go. Yeah, some of them DODs still sound great, man.
I got one in a box.
Good Lord. Look at
Nice.
that. Oh, I had that pedal, that FX17.
Yeah, I've got-
I had that.
Those wah volume pedals, those
Yeah.
are kind of weird little gizmos.
They were, man. Yeah, I couldn't get used to it. There it
I don't
is.
think I've never
That
even
thing's
used.
brand new, man.
It's the it's just a kind of different little font and layout, but basically it's the same. It has a level. This one's just lacking the level.
Oh, okay.
Essentially,
Okay.
it's the same title, just without the level.
Yeah.
FX64.
Yeah.
Wait. Where does it say it?
Oh.
It's
Now, when did you get that, Larry?
I don't know. Somebody gave it to me.
Oh.
Well,
Here,
too
Merry
bad for
Christmas.
them.
We were talking
Yeah.
about Dan Electro pedals while you were grabbing that, Larry. Do you remember Dan Electro pedals, man?
Yeah.
Kyle Tim says, yep, the Tuna Tune pedal. Wow. Somebody had a thing of Dan Electro pedals for sale on Reverb. I just happened to look it up the other week, and it comes with its own case, I guess pedal board case and carrying case, whatever, all in one. And it had looked like it was in great shape. They wanted $200 for the whole thing, and I almost got it just to have it, because I was like, I like some of them old pedals. I remember I'd go into Sam Ash years and years and years ago, and Nathan was young, and I'd go into Sam Ash and they sold Dan Electro pedals, and back then I was like, what is that? Is this any good or not? And I remember buying that old Pastrami Overdrive, and I kept it for years. And I still got a few of them now. I went on Reverb. Those things go for about $70 now, used. I mean, of course, used, but $70. If you want one that's in good condition, I was shocked.
Dan Electro pedals.
Yeah. So remember how when we were talking the other night, Joe, I was
Yes, sir.
telling you how when I was doing my song on OU812's channel.
Yeah.
And how it sounded like it was coming through a pop can.
Oh yeah.
Well, it did ended up being this. This screwed everything up.
Oh,
okay. For some reason, this
Right.
roadcaster does not like this.
Okay.
And I literally have spent all day trying to find out what part of the roadcaster is not playing nice with this thing. So it's like, okay, I guess you're coming off until
took that out
figure
of the
out
chain.
the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great pedal. I mean, you got 11 different cab types, level, low, and high cut for a little bit of EQ.
Right.
And then you got 7 presets. You can load your own IRs into it.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's stereo in, stereo out.
There you go.
And you can run a different IR for each channel.
Wow.
But it was there was a couple little sketchy things when I would go to do channel 2, is I wasn't getting any response from the controls, and it was like something's not jiving here, so it's gonna go back. I got another one coming.
Oh.
So this is going back.
So you think that's defective?
I think so, because I
okay.
said, when I try to go to channel 2 and start moving the controls and I'm not getting anything out of it. So it's like something.
You might have got a limit. Yeah, you might have got a limit on that one.
So it's like, which sucks, because now I'm gonna have to redo that song on Ryan's channel because that thing it's bothering me.
Oh wow, man.
That's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, at least you figured out what was going on, man.
Yeah, I was
thinking about that. I was like, I wonder if it's that pedal, but I didn't.
I was like, how can that just screw everything up?
Well, if it's a limit, it sure will.
And as soon as I disconnected it, it was like,
magic.
So.
Think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've dealt with stuff like that. That's aggravating. Oh man. So hopefully the other one will be here soon, and you can try it out, and maybe you'll be back to good, man.
Well,
I hope so.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it means I bought a whole bunch of cords and for nothing if it's not going to work.
Hey man, you can always use extra cords and cables.
I mean, that's basically the only reason I bought it, was because it's stereo in and stereo out.
Yeah, that to me, that's a big deal. Yeah.
Now, all the other ones because I really don't feel like spending several $100s on a pedal.
Right.
to do that, or having to buy two separate pedals.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because of what I would use for stereo in and out, I'd use it in the output side of my unit here, the HeadRush or whatever. I don't now. It has stereo outs built in, but when I had the Zoom G1X4, I would come out and have a splitter because it was only one out, and I'd go into a splitter, and then I have two, and I could go stereo into the Beat Buddy drum pedal and then stereo out into the interface, and it would turn the signal to stereo, coming out of the little Zoom G1X4. So, because I was like, man, there's got to be a way to get a fuller sound, and so I ordered a splitter from Amazon. And if nobody knows what that is, it's just one cable, and then it comes up to two right here, and two female ends, and you put your cables in and run them, and you can do that and get a fuller sound.
Probably the coolest thing about this pedal is there's this little knob called latency. Now, it's not actually latency. What it does is between when you're doing a stereo out is you move this, and what it does is it puts it's up to a 25 millisecond delay on the second channel. So it kind of widens the sound out even more. Yeah. Sounds really good. That's why I was so disappointed that this thing didn't work, because it sounded so good when I was just recording on my Rodecaster. I was like, oh, son of a...
Yeah.
What?
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Yeah, all the wonders of learning curves with all this stuff, man. Once you get something down and then you find a way where you can make your sound better, your audio quality or whatever, you're like, oh, man, now I got to learn this. Then you get that tackled. Then you'll find something else. And you're like, well, what if I try this? And, if it works, it's great, but it takes, man, I couldn't tell you how many hours I spent in this little room just trying to dissect stuff and figure stuff out, or try to figure it out. I ain't got it all. I'll never have it figured out, but just trying to stay. It's just because when I put these headphones on and I plug up and play, hearing that in my headphones, I'm like, man, that sounds amazing, and that's what I want to be able to come out through the internet. If I can. That's because I want people to be able to hear that too. Yeah. And man, I've been trying to tackle that for a good couple of years now. Just trying to, get to that, because I've heard other channels. I'm like, man, how do they sound like that? Golly, man. So there you go. But it's
they don't
fun.
have a job that they have to spend 10 to 12 hours a day at.
I'm telling you. Yeah, it's when you have to work for a living, it really delays the progress. But it's all right. Just tinkering around in here, man, and we get to it sooner or later, and finally light bulbs start going off. I'm like, oh, that's how you do that.
Yeah.
I had to click that button. I didn't know that's all I had to do.
Mark Tanner, if this orange thing doesn't work out for me, the Boss IR2 is next on the list to try.
Oh, really? Okay.
But like you said, nobody's got them.
Oh, they don't? Oh.
Yeah, they're out of stock.
Oh, man, there's a lot of things out of stock. I've been trying to look at online.
Well, it seems to be a pretty popular item right now.
Right. Oh, man. Good Lord Almighty. I tell you.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Can't get pedals. I can't get parts for the $25,000 refrigerator. It's in a $20 million house up at the ski resort. So
$25,000 refrigerator. Oh my God.
What?
Having more money than sense with that. With them people in it.
It's stupid, and all the parts are made at the same place. It doesn't matter if it's Wolf or Meal or. It's
good Lord.
You can't, and they suck.
Man.
A $25,000 refrigerator that maybe has a 4 to 5 year lifespan, and then it'll break down. And most of the time, because they got Bluetooth and all this stupid crap, and if the wireless motherboard goes out, the whole fridge quits working, and it's like, why would you build something like that?
Exactly. Sometimes technology is just too good for its own use.
I'll stick with my Frigidaire that's 40 years old and never will die.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
My mom, when she moved into this rental house down the street, the refrigerator that was in that house was old. It's got that old green color to it, man. And
Ooh, 80s.
That thing was older than that. That thing was from the darn 60s. You could just look at it and tell. But it still worked. But it just, it was getting to the point where it wouldn't keep her stuff cold, cold enough. So she finally just bought a new refrigerator. I was like, wow. I said, whoever was living here before, and before that, and however many years before that, that refrigerator, it served its purpose well. But it was old school, man.
Latch handle on it?
No, it didn't have that. It was just
wasn't that old?
handle. No, it didn't have. It wasn't like the Leave It to Beaver model. It wasn't that. It was, but no, it was just it was old, and I think it was a Frigidaire as well.
That IR2 is on pre-order on Sweetwater, so that's a new pedal, huh?
Yeah, pretty new.
Oh, okay.
Then they have looks like they have the more expensive, the IR200.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than what I'm.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, so is the IR2. I mean, because I'm not really looking for cabs or for amp sims and all that. I just need a cab sim.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it's $150 more. It's $350 for that. That's pricey. You don't need it.
Well, I mean, if I go that route, I'd have to probably sell some stuff that I haven't used in 10 years.
I know.
Well, I could probably sell this and knock a big bunch of the price off.
Well, I get option paralysis, so the simpler the better.
Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing is just keep it, simple and dumb.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Because I'd rather be playing than sitting there. Oh, okay, well, it's like I bought the. Or it's in the other room with the Line 6 M13.
Right.
And I took a day and sat down with it, went through all of it, and probably 70% of the stuff on there is I don't give a rat's ass about. We'll never use it. And so there's like 2 delays that I would use, the tri-chorus, the phaser, and a flanger setting, and then I've got 8 buttons left over that aren't being used.
Wow. Nathan, what were you saying?
Larry just said he was trying to make everything simple as possible. I was like, that's like 90% of the reason I got a Helix.
Yeah, Helix is nice, man. Oh man. Oh gosh.
But it's not like a Line 6, like the Line 6 amp. Yeah, it has 400 presets in it, and you got to go through it. You got to sit there one day and go through them all, and you're like, that one sucks, that one sucks, that one sucks, that one sucks, and you end up using 5 of them. But like you said,
that's the thing about technology with this stuff here, with effects processors and everything else. You do have to go through a lot of stuff to kind of find what you want, because there's going to be some stuff in there that sounds like crap, and a lot of it that sounds really good. You just have to take the time to go through it, and that's the same with this HeadRush. It's the same kind of thing. But
well, that's what turned me on to this. This Synergy stuff is it's just plug a module in, and it's got a couple knobs, and you turn them and start playing.
I don't think you have to deal with the DAW either, do you? You just,
nope.
Wow, you bypass all that.
Yep, it's got its stereo direct out of the back.
Oh, nice, man.
You just go right into the back end of this Roadcaster.
Right. Yeah. That's nice.
So that's more my speed.
Heck yeah. Mark Tanner says the colors from back in the day, talking about old refrigerators, was lime green or burnt orange, 60s and 70s era. There you go. Yeah, that was the color for a fridge. That lime green.
I think the fridge you're talking about, Joe, you kind of like a fade went from dark to lighter in the middle. I'm pretty sure that's where Fender stole Antigua burners.
Oh my God! You see what Frigidaire's doing? That's what we're going to do. Come on. Wow, man. Yeah, I
Burst.
never cared for the. Now this is a knock on if anybody likes it, and I know this is going to sound hypocritical because I have green background, but I'll explain why that's back there in a minute. But I've never cared for like a surf green on a guitar. I never really cared for that too much. I don't know, but the reason this green is back here is because when I first well, this is a long story. Nathan used to have this room when he was young and he lived here, and then he moved out, and then my stepdaughter had this room originally, and then Nathan had it, and then when the kids moved out, then my sister-in-law was in this room for about 6 months, and then when she left, I told my wife, I said, "This is my room now. It's going to be a music room now. I've paid my dues. I've waited. It's my turn." So she said, "Okay." So my original plan was that's a green screen, and I put it up on the wall, and I was just going to use that if I ever want to change my background and all that. And I was like, okay, but I had to end up putting I just had so much stuff. I was like, that ain't going to work. So I put everything up, and I was like, I'm just going to leave that green screen up. And then I got LEDs, and, as you can see, I turned the LEDs to green as well. So it just kind of accents everything. So I was like, it's fine, whatever.
I remember you were doing the green screen stuff.
Yeah, that was in just right across the house in I call the old music room. And really all it is just it's kind of a big closet, walk-in closet, really. And that's all I had. That's all the only space I had. This house is really, really, really small. And so I started to try to experiment with green screen because it just, it gave the illusion I was in a bigger space, because you couldn't see, the stuff behind me. I couldn't, if I stood up, I couldn't really move around. I couldn't do this. I'd knock something over, or I'd hit my headstock would hit something. I was like, man, this sucks. So I had to sit in a chair all the time and just like be still and play. And I was like, man, this is horrible. So, but that's just how it was. That's just, at the time, that's all I had. So it was either that or nothing. So, but paid my dues, man. Now I got a room for all this. So which is now.
And now
full
you're
of
rocking
stuff.
out, doing the Pete Townsend windmill.
Pete Townsend. Throwing your arm out of socket. Damn, my rotary cuff. But yeah, so yeah, man. No, it's nice to have a little bit more space. But I've put so much stuff in here over time. Now it's almost to the point where I can't move too much. But it's still better than what it was. But man,
Murphy's Law. Got the space, gonna fill it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, put some stuff over here, and yeah. If you might remember, I don't know. Let's see, but here used to be a Hendrix, like a beach towel I had hanging up for a long time, and then the German butcher gave me this Hendrix frame poster, and then he gave me that Hendrix picture up there. So I took down the beach towel and put that up. I think it looks better, and that's a shot of Hendrix in the studio. I remember seeing that picture a lot in magazines years and years ago, and you can tell that is an original poster. That's from back in the day. So the German butcher's son had that. He got it from I don't know if it's Goodwill or something, but it's still in the same frame and everything, and it's still original. You can just look at the font of the lettering. You can tell it's an old-ass poster, but it's in pristine condition. I was like, Ralph said, my son's getting rid of this. Do you want it, or it's going to go to the dump? I said, to the dump? I said, no, let me have it. I said, I'll hang it up, man. Don't throw that away, man.
Oh, man.
Hell no, I'll take it. I said, that thing's in great shape. So he brought it over here and let me have them. So, but
cool.
Yeah, it's just fun to tinker around with all this stuff, man. Have the cool stuff. Nathan, you got another guitar you wanting to show off?
No, I'm still playing the Strat, man.
Okay. I thought you was going to reach for something there for a second. Wasn't sure.
I got my old Kramer here if we want to look at something again.
Go
Rub
ahead.
it out.
Sure. There we go.
Yeah, baby.
That's the one I want to be able to go check out in person one day.
This is a wacky guitar.
Yeah, wacky.
We got a Voyager neck
Yeah.
on a 83 body.
Yeah.
We got a custom shop neck plate with no serial numbers. And inside the cavity, there's initials back there. You can kind of see some black. Wait, let me.
Ah.
Some black writing in there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this has kind of been looked at by a few people, and what I can gather from it is the neck has definitely been carved by Paul Unkert
Okay.
in the custom shop at the Kramer factory in Neptune,
Nice.
and the body was likely also Unkert cut. So it just looks like this came out of the custom shop at the in Neptune in like 83.
Okay.
So
83. Wow.
yeah, I used to live near the factory, so in that time frame
Okay.
in the 80s, I lived right by Neptune. So I bought this out of a local guitar store,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, I don't know. It's a
Now,
weird guitar.
You bought it in 83?
I bought it in probably my estimate is probably 85 or 86.
Okay.
It could have been 84. I don't know. Somewhere in 85ish, 86 is what I estimate.
Nice. Okay.
But it was probably in the factory sitting around, and then they somehow made its way out to a local shop. I don't know how.
Wow.
But
Interesting.
yeah, the Floyd's real, you know. It's a cool guitar.
That's cool.
Schaller pickup, cream.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, it's
Double
very.
cream. Uh-oh, watch out.
they're
Larry
gonna-
DiMarzio will be gunning for you.
they're gonna-
You just call it double antique.
R2, R3, what's up? He says,
R2.
what is going on in here? Hey, dudes. What's up, R2?
Stop.
What's
R2
up, man?
R2 seen me show this thing 30 times.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful guitar, man. I mean,
Kind of the
Shoot,
coolest
man.
one I got.
that's something to hang on to, that's for sure.
Yeah, what is it? That's old now.
Well, if you sell that, somebody probably just take it apart and sell the Floyd off of it. And
Oh, God. Man.
That would need to go to somebody who appreciates old Kramer.
Yeah.
If I was
Yeah.
I'll never sell it, but it can't go to.
Just anybody, yeah.
It can't go to
somebody that
anybody.
appreciates it, yeah. It's going to take care of it.
Yeah.
I had a my very first purple P.V. Wolfgang special that I had years ago. Man, I was wanting that thing so bad, and I finally was able to get it. Came out of that. Nathan, what was that music store in Spartanburg? What was that? Express Music. That's where I got it. And at the time, they had it on sale. It was $7.99 with a hard shell case, PV hard shell case. And I got that thing, and I had it for a long time. And I don't know. I guess it's been about 6 or 7 years. I sold it to. It's funny how things work out. I sold it to a gentleman. I put it on. I don't know. I guess Craigslist or something. And because back then I didn't mess with reverb. I didn't know what none of that stuff was. And I was coming back down the road one night in the rig, and my phone rang. I didn't know who it was. I was like, "Hello," and he said, "Hey, yeah, I'm calling about the PV Wolfgang special. Do you still have it for sale?" I said, "Yeah," and he was telling me, and I didn't know who this person was, of course. And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna, the price is whatever I had. I can't remember what the price was. He said, that's the price I'll buy it from you. I said, okay. And I was like, are you are you seriously going to buy it, man? Or are you just, because I had people before that said they would, yeah, man, I'll meet you somewhere, and they never showed up, or they, people wouldn't follow through what they said they would do. So I was asking him. He goes, nah, man, he goes, I work for Gibson. And I thought, yeah, right. I was like, nope, nobody that works for Gibson is calling me. He said, no, I work for Gibson. I'm a luthier for Gibson. Again, I was like, yeah, okay. So he said, I'm going to be going to, believe it or not, the Van Halen show in Charlotte. Now, this is back when, Van Halen was doing like their last round with Dave, I guess.
Like 2015.
Yeah, something like that, exactly. And he says, I'm going to be at the show, and I'll drive from, I think he lives in, I'll tell you his name in a minute. I think he lives in Nashville, I think, is where he lives. And so he come down to Charlotte, and then he was, I guess, guitar shopping or whatever at different places. And my guitar was on his list of stops to check out. And he said, how about I meet you at Gaffney, in Gaffney, South Carolina, at the Big Peach? I said, yeah, I can meet you there. And so I leave from here, and I drive, and I got the guitar with me, and I'm like, damn, I really don't want to sell this guitar, but you know what I needed? This is going to sound stupid. I needed tires for my truck. I needed 2 front tires for my truck, not all 4. I just needed 2 new tires on because it was out of alignment, and it was too late to get it lined up. Then ate the tires up, and so I said I need to get 2 new tires and get it lined up. Big blue out there, and so I'm driving, and I'm like, damn, man, because at the time it was the only guitar I had that I knew that I could sell and get a little bit of money. Of course, not what I paid for it, but you know how that goes. So I'm driving out there, and I'm on the phone with the guy, and I'm like, are you parked under the Big Peach in Gaffney? Is what it is. It's a water tower, but it actually looks like a peach,
It looks like a butt.
Yeah, it does. It does from yeah, it kind of does. It's weird. I was like, couldn't they have designed that a little better? But anyway, and
yeah, and the leaf is the freaking leaf is right on the ass.
Yeah, it is. It is funny if you see it. You're kind of like, what am I looking at?
Yes.
An ass.
And, yeah, and so, and he goes, yeah, I'm here. I was like, all right. So I pulled up there, and I see a little, like a little hatchback SUV there, and he gets out, and this other guy gets out. It's 2 guys, and I'm by myself, and so I get out and shake his hand and all this stuff, and he goes, hey, my name's Dion. His name's Dion Edge. That's his real name. He goes, my name's Dion. Nice to meet you. I said, hey, man, my name's Joe. And it's still at this point in time, I didn't know who he was. I just, just somebody who wants to buy the guitar, So he goes, I got your money. And I said, all right, I got the guitar. He gives me the money. And he opens up the hatch, and he's got nothing but, he probably had to have at least 8 or 10 hard shell cases back there full of guitars. And I thought to myself, I said, damn, man. I said, did you bring those with you? He goes, no, man, I've been shopping all day. He said, yours is the last one. He said, I just been out going to different places buying guitars. And I thought, God almighty. And so he's a big Van Halen nut as well. And come to find out, was one of the nicest people I never met. And he does work for Gibson. You can look him up, Dion Edge. He's a luthier for Gibson. He's the real deal. He's done a lot of guitar repairs for big guitar players. I sent him a friend's request on Facebook back then, and you can see pictures of him with all kind of people, from you name it, man. Tom Kiefer, Cinderella. Just all kind of guitar players, and at his little shop there, and at Gibson. And I was like, wow, what are the odds of that? Because usually somebody that wants to buy it is, just kind of a regular, I don't know. You don't know who you're dealing with most of the time, and it's usually they're kind of sketchy, But this guy was legit, and he gave me the money, and he said, yeah, man, I know you're a big Van Halen fan. When we talked on the phone, I said, yeah. He said, well, I built this prototype. He says, they don't make these yet. He said, these are not being in production at all. And he pulled it up, and it was a Wolfgang, and it was striped. and had the maple neck, and the headstock was striped. And I said, man, can I hold that? He goes, yeah, and he let me hold it. And he was right at the time. None of that EVH stuff wasn't even out yet. It was, I don't guess it was. It might have been, but I don't think those were out. And so I was like, man, this is amazing. And so yeah, it was really cool. And shit, I didn't want to give it back to him. I want to keep it because the neck and all felt so good, you know. And I was like, dude, you built this? He goes, yeah, I built it and painted it and all that. And I was like, man, I said, can your buddy hold my phone and take a picture of me holding it? He goes, yeah. So they took a picture and I was holding it. And so we chatted for just a few minutes, and he said, I got to go. I got to get back. I'm going to the Van Halen show tonight in Charlotte. I said, oh, man. He said, I'll send you a picture. He said, I get to go backstage and check out Eddie's rig. And again, I thought, okay, right. You know, sure enough, that next day he sent me a picture via text, and he's holding Eddie's guitar, and there's Eddie's rig right there, and he's backstage, and he's holding it. And it was the white, you know, the relic Wolfgang. And I was like, oh, my God, who was I talking to? You know, so that was I thought that was really cool, you know. But he and like I said, Larry, it made me think of that story. Like you said, if you ever sold that Kramer, which I know you don't want to, but if you did, you'd want it to go to somebody that would. So I knew he would take care. I knew he would take care of that Peavey.
Yeah.
You know, because he's not going to, you know, he's not going to disassemble it and sell it off. Because he told me, he said, man, I would never do that. He goes, this is just going to go in my collection. He says, it'll be in a good home. And I was like, oh, cool, man. Okay. And so he gave me the money, and I left, and he actually put those pictures up on his Facebook sometime last year. You know how your Facebook, you have those memories. It says this happened, whatever, 3 years ago, whatever. Well, he posted that picture of me and him under the Gaffney Peach, the water tower. He posted it on his Facebook, and he tagged my name. He's like, hey, Joe, you remember this? And I was like, damn.
The Peach. I can't with that thing.
And but yeah, he was super nice guy, super nice. And yeah, I was like, wow, man. So it was pretty cool. It was a cool story, you know, something good to talk about like right now. R2 says, damn, bro, awesome story. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's a true story. Yeah.
But the Gaffney Peach would make for a cool guitar shape.
Yeah, I mean, if they could get rid of that and put something else. Wow, Gaffney, I used to haul steel to Gaffney in Lincolnton back in the 70s, Mr. Himes. Hey, man, how you doing? Yeah, it was, they had a big old music store there in Gaffney, not far from that water tower. I think it was called Hames Music, and it was huge. It was there for many, many years. I remember when Nathan was little. I mean, he was little. He was still in diapers. I remember I took him out there one time. It was a hot summer day, and they were having a battle of the bands out there. And I told him, and he couldn't even talk. I said, come on, boy, we're going to see some rock and roll. I took him out there, had him in the stroller, took him out there, and we sat in the grass, and he had his bottle, and there was the battle of the bands out there, and they were playing all kind of cool stuff. And I had him sitting in my lap, you know, and all that. And it started to get really, really hot. And I said, come on, we need to get out of here. You don't need to be out in this heat. And we left. But we saw a few bands play. And one band, I remember they played that Heavy Metal by Sammy Hagar. They played that. They were good, too. I won't never forget this. I've never seen nobody do this. The guitar player, they had two guitar players. I don't remember the band's name. They had two guitar players, and they sounded amazing. And the dude was playing, and he took his pick in hand, and he threw his pick, and it came up behind him, and he went like that, and he caught it. I said, what the hell? How do you do that with a pick? Because with my luck, I go, and the wind would blow it way off, and I'd be like running after it or something. But yeah, he sat there and threw it up behind his back and went, phew, and he went, and he come right back, right in time to hit the chord before he didn't miss a beat. And I was like, how many times did he practice that?
Yeah.
With a guitar pick. And I was like, damn. But I will never forget that. I was like, I've never tried it to this day. I'd probably throw my arm out of joint if I tried it, but it was a cool visual because he did that and he caught it, and I thought, holy gosh, that was freaking awesome. You know, the pick throw. You know, like wow, man, that was awesome. But
Either
yeah,
that
man.
or an illusion. He made it just kind of acted like he flicked it and be like, oh, like, yeah, I got it.
I actually did see it. Went,
Did
it
it?
flew up. It flew. I saw it. Yeah, because I was up kind of close because I wanted to see their gear and see their guitars and all this, and you know, and so we sat kind of close, and I saw that thing go up, and he caught it. And I was like, holy crap! I wonder if he could do that again. You know, but it was cool, man. It was cool, and I was like, man, that's awesome. But yeah, the Hames Music, they were there for years, and I remember when I went to get the PV 5150 here, I ended up getting this from that same store I told you about, Express Music, where I got the PV Wolfgang Special that I sold to Dion. But this half stack, it came from that same store, and I was trying to shop around, man, to try to see if I could, who had the best price. So I called Express, and they told me, which I knew it was there because it was a floor model, so I knew how much they wanted for it. So I called Hames and Gaffney right there by the Peach, and I said, I need to speak to somebody in the amp department. And they said, okay, hang on. Put me on hold. Got that tacky music playing in the background, and come on, yeah, this blah 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 amps. I was like, yeah, y'all got the PV 5150? Yeah, man, we got it. I said, how much is it? And he told me. And I said, man, Express Music has it for $200 cheaper. And when I told him that dude got pissed. He said, he said, the sign outside don't say Hames Discount Music. It says Hames Music. And he hung up. And I said, guess what, MFer? I ain't gonna say nothing now. I went to Express and got it. But I was wanting to do that anyway because they were always high anyway. They were always high. I was like, man, it was like the bottom level of that store. It was like 2 stories, and you would walk in and you would look up and you'd see a balcony, a walkway all the way around the top edge. So you could go up the main stairway and just walk around up there, and you could see all the other stuff they had up top. But a lot of stuff down on the bottom floor was like a lot of woodwind instruments, like for schools and stuff, violins, clarinets, all that boring crap.
Yeah.
And then upstairs was all the cool stuff, the electric guitars and all that, and the amps and the drums. But that place was huge. I never seen a store that big before, back then. And they were around for a while, and they're gone. They've been gone for many, many years. They finally went under way before the pandemic. They went under. But yeah, I remember passing that place many a times, coming up and down 85. I said, there's that Ames Music Store. One of these days I'll go in there. And I did. I was like, can I get a pack of strings? Yeah, that'll be $18.50. What? Dude, a pack of strings. I don't want no real estate in here. Never mind. Damn. That's way before Amazon and any of that stuff.
$18.50.
It was, I mean, that's an exaggeration, but it was high, man. Everything in there was super high. And I was like, no wonder there's never nobody here. Good God. So they were expensive.
Well, at least you could get them. I mean, I grew up in Lincoln, Montana, where they found, the Unabomber.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. So, it's not a very big town, a couple hundred people
Right.
during the summer. And, but, I mean, it's like, oh, I got a guitar and you don't have any extras. It's like, I mean, the nearest guitar strings were about an hour and 45 minutes away over the mountain pass. And if it was winter, and so it's like, yep, I don't know how many years I had the same crappy corroded set of strings on my guitar, and it's like, oh, please don't break.
Yeah, that's right. Tank. Oh, crap.
You'd either go to one of the other cities, or all well over an hour and a half away. But it's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I just gotta hold out until the next trip to to town so we can get groceries and guitar strings.
Oh man. Hey, Mr. Bailey, how are you doing, sir? Hope you're
Dwight.
doing well, man. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you. Thank you for hopping in, man. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I was lucky being in New Jersey. Everything's so much population. All those stores are close by. Is
Didn't
everything?
you say there was like where you used to live? I didn't mean to interrupt you, Larry. Up there, didn't you say that you lived like next to like 3 guitar centers or something? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought
No.
there was like a
Yeah.
2 or 3 up there or something.
Yeah, if you put in like a location search, 3 would come up within like 25 miles. I would go to 2 different ones. Springfield, New Jersey. That one was cool because across the street was a Sam Ash.
Ah,
Right across the street. And then Totowa, New Jersey was just a nice big one.
yeah.
Had a nice platinum room.
I was
Nathan,
born in.
Nathan, do you remember Mars Music in Charlotte where we used to live?
Barely.
That ended up because Mars Music was in Charlotte, and I didn't know that there was quite a few of those stores around, but back then, and I remember going there a few times, and then from what I understand, the guy that owned Mars Music, something happened and he lost those businesses, and Sam Ash took over that location. And I remember when Sam Ash moved in there, I said, "Ooh, I've never been in a Sam Ash before." And I walked in there and I was like, "Wow, nothing has changed. It's the same exact layout. They didn't change nothing. And it just, the only thing they changed was the name on the outside of the building. It said Sam Ash. Everything else was the exact same." And I was like, "Wow, okay." And then I went to a Sam Ash in Florida down there in, let's see, where was that at? Right there outside of Bradenton. It was small. It was like the Guitar Center here. You know, it's smaller than the Guitar Center here. It was small. I was like, damn, this is a Sam Ash? Yeah, damn. If you want to try out a guitar, you have to stand up. You don't sit down. You can't do that. You got to stand your ass up. Can I try this? Yeah, stand right there and don't move. It's like,
Yeah.
Can I just go out in the parking lot? I mean, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, something else. But
Good old Joyzy. I was born in Somers Point.
oh,
Joyzy.
okay.
Joyzy.
Yeah.
It's a little south of Atlantic City.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Very cool.
like one of my first childhood memories is playing in the sand on the boardwalk.
oh, okay.
The smell of the ocean.
Yeah.
Ain't that something, man? Ain't that something else that
Very
sticks
cool.
with you for a long time? That is so amazing.
New Jersey. Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
It's a nice place.
yeah. I might have been one of them. I don't know. What do you call them? Could have been on the show.
Mhm.
Oh wow, man. Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah. I know what you mean. Yep. Seaside Heights.
There you go.
That's
Yeah.
where they filmed it.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh
don't know.
Lord, nothing like playing guitars though, man. I mean, that's something that when I was 16 and got my first one, I've loved it ever since. And then when Nathan was young, I introduced it to him, and he wasn't quite into it in the beginning. And then
That changed.
2 or 3 years later, he kind of got into it. And I'd give him a guitar here and there, just to see if he would take to it, if he showed interest. And he did. He did, and now he's
Got a
incredible
room
now.
full of them.
Yeah, he's got a room full of them. He can play his ass off. So he enjoys it. It seems he's got some nice guitars.
Well, I'm glad I got all this stuff here because it looks like snowmobiling is pretty much out of the question for this year for me.
Oh, really? Y'all haven't got much of a
And
winter there?
it's pathetic.
Oh, wow.
I've watched. Everybody's like, "You gonna go out riding?" And it's like, I'm not going out riding. I mean, hitting stumps and rocks hurts.
You ain't kidding, man. Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh.
it's. I mean, last year we just got hammered with snow. I mean, up at the job that I'm currently working on, we're at 9,500 feet,
Oh, wow.
and there was the winter total accumulation was 32 feet of snow, and there was, I don't know, there's probably had about 2,000 hours of snow removal.
Wow.
It was every morning. I mean, because we had to have a lower landing on the driveway because it kind of switchbacks up to get to the main house, and it was somebody had to spend 4 or 5 hours a day in the skid steer with either the plow or the snowblower on, clearing the road out. You'd make one pass to make sure everybody could get up to the job site, and then you finish the day out. I mean, use the plow to touch, but most of the time it was a snowblower because you had to just get rid of it because the snow was piled so high on the side of the road that it couldn't. By the end of the winter, it's like, okay, the snowblower is barely even shooting the snow over the top of the bank.
Man,
it was ridiculous.
I don't want to see no kind of snow like that.
And,
man,
No.
good God.
And then it was December of 22 is we had a cold spell, and I got pictures of it from what the first night was 12 below, the second night was 22 below, the third night was 33 below, and then the next night was 45 below zero. It's like, why am I even trying to go to work?
Yeah, exactly.
That's insane. That's too cold. I couldn't do it.
No, I couldn't either.
I tried to have huge balls one day. It was 20 below out. It's like, it was a weekend. It's like, I'm gonna go riding, and I get out there and I made it for like about 20 minutes before I was like, F this crap.
Frozen.
I am fucking cold. It's like I'm pushing out.
No, I couldn't do that. I could not do that. I don't mind if it's cool, but when it gets down cold, I don't. Count me out.
I don't even like the cool no more.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Man, it's chilly down here today. I was like,
Yeah, it was. The wind was
40
blowing, and man,
like
I was trying to work on a freaking generator out there, and I was like, man, come on, golly.
It's like 48 degrees. It's cold.
I would have killed for that. It was 6 below last night.
Hell no. 6 below.
Oh no.
Well, the weather, it's just been, it's been all over the place. We had several weeks ago, is we had a week of, it was 30 some below. And then all of a sudden, it goes back up into like the high 30s. And it's like, it can't decide what it wants to do. It's either just cold as hell or it's just above average temp.
Golly, man.
I guess John Mayer's not living up there when the weather's like that.
Hell no.
He comes in for the summer.
I'm here to visit for a while. Oh, what? It's getting cold? I'm out. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. He lives up there.
Yeah, I'll occasionally see some, call them celebrities or personalities that are up there. We've had to sign, a couple NDAs working on some people's houses.
Oh wow!
Can't talk about. It's like,
yeah,
really?
I'm surprised they made you sign.
Everybody
like
knows that you're up here.
Everybody knows that you're up here. I'm in your house working, and I'm streaming live right now. So what was I supposed to sign?
Here's your girlfriend's underwear drawer. Look at that.
Look at here. Look at this, man.
Yeah. No.
Police over here right now.
Yeah.
You were supposed to not say anything. Sorry, bro.
No.
Man. Oh my gosh, man. Oh Lordy. We are wrapping up close to 2 hours, guys. Is there anything else anybody like to touch on? Because I like to call it at the 2 hour mark because I can't stay in this chair too long because I've back issues and everything. So, but yeah, let's see. Let me go around the board. Let's go to Larry first, man. And Larry, is anything you'd like to talk about, or maybe something we didn't touch on, or anything you'd like to mention? Or the floor is yours, sir.
No, I don't have nothing. I'm not. I think I'm starting to come around to I don't know, looking at guitars again a little more.
Uh-huh.
And but I'm still not. I don't know. There's nothing I want jumping out at me yet.
Yeah.
I wish there was, but I think I'm coming up more on a maybe to do a build because I never did that before.
Oh, that sounds cool.
So I feel like
Yeah.
maybe
I think
getting
you'd
into
enjoy
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I was on a, as everybody knows already, I was on a buying guitars like crazy the past couple of years. Just
No,
I don't know. I can't explain it, man. I would buy something and and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Okay, put it in the case. A couple months later, I'd see something. I'm like, man, that looks awesome too. Get that. And then I'm like, man, what am I doing? And it just kept going and snowballing and snowballing. And now it's like, okay, no more guitar purchases. Just upgrade some. There's plenty to do with that, and it you don't have to spend as much money. So, and it's fun. You know,
Yeah,
have a
that's
good
it.
time.
I have
Have a
enough.
good time doing it.
I
Oh
do
yeah,
have-
same. Yeah, my dumbass. I finally got that registered in my head now. But yeah, all right. Let's go over here to Nathan. Nathan, you got anything you'd like to touch on, son, or anything that we didn't talk about that you would like to talk about? I mean, the floor is
No.
yours.
Nah, I don't really have anything. I just hope everybody has a fantastic weekend.
Okay, sounds good.
Right on.
Sounds great. Sounds great. And we will go to the man of the hour, Mr. Jimmy Biter.
Well,
Anything you'd like to touch on, sir?
yeah. Nothing at NAMM even got close to sparking my interest. Nothing.
Ooh, there we go. There we go.
All I saw was just a bunch of flashy, run-of-the-mill stuff.
Okay. I'm glad to hear that. to tell you the truth.
Nothing jumped out at me, and
I'm very satisfied to hear that because I'm so. This is going to sound really wrong, and I don't mean for it to, but that's all I hear every year. Man, it was so wonderful. They got this, and I'm like, come on, man.
I didn't get that impression this year.
Y'all are not the only ones I heard say that. I'm not just BSing you. I'm being for real. I've heard that from others as well. I was like, wow.
I think
going
that's.
on? Is it?
I think that's kind of what I'm in a lull. Like I'm just like I don't really want anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Nothing's
this in the nicest way I possibly can.
Go ahead.
I have not cared about anything NAMM related in like the past 10 years.
I haven't either.
I just doesn't interest me.
Again, if you like that thing, I'm not dogging it. It's just,
Yeah,
it just
totally.
hasn't. It's just for me.
I'm sure the experience of being there is great, but as far as, guitars and that things of that nature, it's just like, I just don't, there's nothing that was appealing there to me unless I want to spend 10 grand on a
Oh God,
super
ain't that
crazy
crazy?
finish. And it's like, I don't buy guitars for finishes. I'm not buying furniture. I'm not buying art. I'm looking for something to play.
There you go.
And when
There
you play
go.
it mean you scratch it, you ding it,
That's
you drop
right.
it.
That's
Oops,
right.
I scratched the finish putting a string on. It's
There
like,
you
I don't
go.
want to sit there and, have to
Be afraid of it.
go
Yeah,
around the
don't touch
guitar.
it. Don't touch it. Yeah.
Like,
I like the
Yeah.
I like the Bia guitar. I did like that. Rabia Masad guitar.
Right.
He's a Music
Right.
Man now. That looked pretty
Right.
cool.
like Ryan's comment. Jimmy will
Oh,
be
let's
making
see.
a guitar with a chainsaw tomorrow.
Good God. You gonna be making a guitar with a chainsaw tomorrow?
Yeah, well, thanks for
pretty
the
cool.
idea, Ryan.
Everybody tune in for that one. That's gonna be interesting. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, Mark Tanner, you're right. Tools of the trade. Guitars are tools of the trade, man. I love playing these guitars, man.
Yep. That's why I have these guitars that I do, the ones that I put together, because
Yeah.
like my Ibanez guitars with the the radius bodies with the wizard neck is
There you go.
2 humbuckers. You couldn't get that from Ibanez. You could get close. You could get a HSH
Yeah.
with they originally didn't start with the wizard necks. They originally had the ultra necks, and then like the last 2 years
right.
is they put a wizard neck on it. It was like, but I don't want HSH because it's horrible.
I got a few of those, and I take that single pick up the middle and I lower it
Yep.
all the way flush. But you know,
If I want
you'll-
free
you'll
pickups, I'll grab a Strat or
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I grabbed that one because
Right.
the finish was so awesome. I was like, man, I don't
Yeah.
care for that middle pickup,
Damn.
but you know, whatever.
NAM overall is just like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Nothing appeals to me. It's like generally it's like, ooh, what's ESP doing? Well, it's like nothing really new. Just hey, you want to spend 20 grand on a look at this inlay that's basically the whole guitar. And it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do with that?
that's
Let me
right.
take that outside when it's 40 below and watch the inlay just break and fall out right out of the guitar.
ESP. They're like, yeah,
Break and fall. What
we
happened
got
there?
we got a $30,000 custom shop guitar shaped like a grand piano.
Oh, but don't touch it. Yeah. Oh man.
I did see their
that's
I
amazing.
did see a video of the ESP stuff, but yeah, it's same old, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that, man. All
That's-
right. Man.
I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering what is the next innovation for a
The
guitar?
next big thing. Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't
some-
the instrument basically already been perfected?
I think so.
I think it's peaked. When you're making 9 and 10 string guitars, you're just looking for stupid crap to do now.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. This has 20 strings. Oh God. Oh. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for watching. We're going to sign off. My back is barking right now. But
Peace out.
thank you, everybody, and thank you to Larry Riker and Nathan and Mr. Jimmy Biter. Watch Jimmy tomorrow on Ryan's OU812 channel. He will be there, I'm sure, playing some music and all kind of cool stuff. And as for me, my name's Joe. This is the Joe Wentz Project TV that you're viewing right now. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on the way out if you haven't done so. Or if you watch on the replay, please give us a thumbs up. Everybody take care. Be kind to each other. Keep rocking. Stay cool on your stool. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
She came in